What do you do when you get a Suzuki Samurai? Well, you install an air raid siren. Well, I recently purchased this Samurai here in an attempt to go four-wheeling, and I've absolutely been loving it so far. Other than the fact that this guy decided to put a high-lift jack on the hood, and it rests nicely against the windshield with the hood up, so that'll probably get blown out soon. But I wanted to spice things up a little bit more than that because, well, you know me, I'm a little bit crazy. That's where this air raid siren comes in that I found down laying at the shop, just sitting in one of the boxes that I had that I didn't know that I had. But apparently I have an air raid siren. It looks like it was hacked off of something. I promise I didn't do that. And just for further, diagnosis here, this thing's wired terribly. I used a light bar harness to wire this thing in, just on a toggle switch. It's, well, just a wire hanging in my cab, so that's just absolutely mint. But the point is, this thing works, and it works well. So here we have it, just laying down here by the shifter, but I'll tell you what, when you flick that switch... Oh yeah, it's party time. So what we did to connect this old beast here is we took the existing wires out of the air raid siren, connected them as light bar harness where the light bar is originally supposed to plug in. We just butt connected that stuff together because, that'll be mint. Probably burn to the ground. That's cool. But anyways, it's connected directly to the battery, has an inline fuse, and runs through a relay. And that leads right down here into the cab, as you can see, where it runs to that toggle switch. So it acts basically just like a light bar switch, but, well, with a light bar wiring harness, I should say. And that's how this beast functions. It's actually pretty easy to wire up. Probably took me about 15 minutes, but all this beautiful wiring and this fuse that isn't even long enough to really make it out of the battery tray. But that's cool, We have a functioning air raid siren right in the front of a Suzuki Samurai. So what better to mess around with some people and hopefully not get a ticket for impersonating an emergency vehicle, but if we reach that point, we'll let you know. And the most hilarious thing about this air raid siren being installed on a Suzuki Samurai is people will mistake it for an electric turbo. This thing's slower than a 700-pound man running down a bucket of KFC. Now seriously, I have no idea what in the hell this thing's off of, so if you know, please drop a comment down below. All I know is they do sell them new on Amazon and they look nothing like this. This thing looks like it's probably 50 or 60 years old. So it's getting a little dark outside, but I still want to show you what this little air raid siren hooked up to a vehicle can do. So let's back this thing outside. Alright, so essentially we're going to go ahead and see how far out we can hear this thing. Nikki, flip the switch. Alright. That's pretty loud, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so it's dumping rain right now. It's probably the worst conditions. But we're out here, we're probably about 100 feet or 150 feet away from the Samurai with the siren. So let's see what it sounds like in terrible weather. Pretty damn good, I must say, especially with all this freaking rain pouring down. So if you guys like this video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And hell, if you want one of these air raid sirens on your vehicle, there's one on Amazon. I'll drop a link down in the description below. As always, you guys have a great day.